Carpentry is truly a timeless trade. While everything we do once involved wood, today's carpenters work with all the modern materials and the latest tools and techniques. We have many specialized crafts, but the heart of our trade are the multi-talented professionals simply called carpenters. Carpenters do layout and framing, walls and ceilings, doors and windows, and the fine details too. Carpenters install roofing systems spanning millions of square feet. And carpenters also work big. That means concrete in every way, shape, and form. Carpenters built concrete forms for modern high-rises and massive highways, for strong foundations and solid infrastructure. Beyond tools and materials, carpenters build with their brains too, because they're involved in every phase of every project. Carpenters read the plans and coordinate work with the other trades. Most projects use carpenters to run the work as crew leaders and foremen. And we run entire projects too. Most of today's superintendents started out as carpenters. With thorough union training, today's carpenters are on top of every task and ready for every job. From foundations to finishes, from traditional work to the modern cutting edge, carpenters are at the core of all construction. Millwrights are a UBC craft with truly special skills. Long after the era of machinery made with wood, today's millwrights install and maintain a wide range of high-precision industrial systems. They work on conveyors and motors, complex distribution systems, pumps of every size and description, and turbines and other power-generating equipment. Such complex equipment demands extremely accurate alignment and balance. That's why millwrights often measure to the 10,000th of an inch. To go with their training and skill in math, measurement, and alignment, union millwrights are masters with a wide range of tools. At layout, erecting and fabrication, and arc welding and torch work in all materials and environments. Skill and precision keep our power on and our industries working. When it's time for maintenance or repairs, millwright productivity truly shines. In these industries, even scheduled downtime is costly. Union millwrights team up with their contractors to deliver throughout the long shifts and 7-day weeks it might take to get the unit back online. From assembly lines to airports, from pumping stations to power plants, UBC millwrights apply precision and productivity to keep everything rolling smoothly.
A Geographic Information System, or GIS, is a computer system that captures and stores data related to positions on the Earth's surface. It's used to create maps that reveal spatial relationships invaluable for planning and communications in areas such as agriculture, healthcare, retail trade, or military intelligence. GIS technicians and geospatial information scientists and technologists produce data layers, maps, graphs, and reports using GIS technology. They compile data from remote sensing devices and cartographic or global positioning system maps and enter it into GIS databases. Data accuracy, currency, and quality are critical, so they must review data carefully. With clean data, GIS professionals program computers, analyze the data, and develop software for GIS applications. Many GIS technicians and geospatial information scientists and technologists conduct research of their own, or design research for clients to use in a wide range of projects, from identifying ideal locations for solar or wind energy installations, routing transportation to minimize energy consumption, to defining wildlife areas.
My name is Ben Clark, and I'm the GIS Senior Systems Analyst for the City of Kalamazoo. My formal training is in urban planning. I have a Bachelor's of Science in Community and Regional Planning from Western Michigan University. And a fair part of that education was some GIS coursework. What I like most about GIS is that it's such a dynamic and flexible an enriching way to take data and turning it into meaningful information that can be understood from policymakers, planners, civil engineers, all the way down to laypersons. You can really convey a lot of information in a visual way that people respond to, and it resonates with them, no matter who it is. You need really strong problem-solving skills, because with GIS, it's almost like you're given a toolbox and then presented with a problem, and you've got to apply your tools to solve the problem. At its core, it's really a tool that sort of fits well in with the geography ecosystem. So you'd want to focus on geography, sort of understand the basics of map making and cartography. Avail yourself of things like map projections, coordinate systems, that sort of thing. But on even a more basic level, again, just get into anything that you teach yourself how to problem solve and think critically. This world right now needs more informed people, and I mean genuinely informed people, not cable news or Facebook informed people. And if you, as a GIS practitioner, can help convey true, good information to the public in general, which is something I do a lot. It's something most GIS practitioners would do, I dare say, especially ones that work for local government. You can help improve the world by educating people and informing people. And that can mean a lot. You can reach out to disenfranchised populations, people that wouldn't normally have access to good information. And GIS is a great way to do that. It's very important.
Remote sensing technology is used to solve problems in natural resource management, farming, urban planning, homeland security, and other areas by using photographic data. Remote sensing scientists, technologists, and technicians produce and interpret the images gathered by this technology. Remote sensing technicians first determine the data a project calls for, typically on behalf of surveyors, engineers, and remote sensing scientists. Then they develop a flight plan to acquire the relevant images using survey cameras or sensors mounted on drones to collect aerial photography. After checking the images for accuracy, they often enhance them to highlight the data needed for their project. Remote sensing scientists and technologists use statistical analysis software and geographic information systems to analyze and manage data from remote sensing systems, such as aircraft, satellites, or ground-based sources. They use images confirmed by data from field surveys and weather reports to build databases, create maps, and track different measurements of environmental and climate change. Scientists and technologists also prepare and deliver reports and explore new ways to use remote sensing technology. Most remote sensing technician positions require a bachelor's degree in the field and work experience. Remote sensing scientists and technologists typically need a master's degree or PhD, along with work experience in the field. Courses in geography, cartography, and meteorology are helpful for all positions.
The value of a local 324 operator brings a lot to the table for us. It brings not only the licenses that they need, the ability to operate all the equipment we have. This is all new equipment. This is a rocket ship of an arena. The equipment that we have is state of the art, so it has every bell and whistle out there that you can think of.
We take a lot of pride in knowing that when we walked into this facility, all of our equipment was brand new. There's millions of dollars worth of equipment in this facility, and we as a team are in charge of keeping that equipment running and keeping it in like new condition.
We make sure that we are always up to date on the newest equipment. We make sure that we follow, procedures down to a T.
It's really cool to get to work with new technology like that and get to maintain it.
It's key to have solid men and women from Local 324 that understand what their role is as an operating engineer, what their posted duties are as an operating engineer.
45, 50-degree arena one day, 8 hours later we needed 68. Then 10 hours after that we needed back 55 degrees. Then get ready for a show.
We do well over at least 200 plus events a year, possibly looking at a basketball game and a hockey game in the future on the same day. touring the country and seeing other venues, and learning that a facility in Philadelphia would farm out all their filter changes. Well, that's something we can do in-house and save a lot of money. Something as far as cleaning the cooling towers. Well, the operators will get up there and clean the cooling towers instead of having to sub that out and pay money for when we can do it in-house.
We all have a goal to do, and we all work towards it. It doesn't matter who we are.
I take a lot of pride and satisfaction when I walk out of here at the end of the day, knowing that we had a small part in that event going off without a hitch, and everyone leaving here with a great memory of this facility and that event that was just put on.
I love the mechanical aspect and working on the building and that, but when you're here for an event and seeing how happy people are here during an event, it's just, it's really cool to be in an environment like that while you're working.
And it's kind of cool when you realize, like, yeah, I'm a big part of that. I'm a big part of what goes on. People they don't know it, but I like that feeling.
It's a great partnership. We continue to move forward and we get it done.
Here at OE 324, we have all the precautions in place. We've been doing everything we need to do. We have a COVID safety officer. We have a backup COVID safety officer here at the facility to make sure that the signing into the facility is correct, all of our decontamination is correct, our social distancing is in order.
Our process starts at the gate. We have to have a call to get admitted into the building. So basically we have social distancing till that point. Then we take care of our procedures that were laid out from our health and safety department, which includes temperature, taking questionnaires, hand sanitizing, and wearing facial protection for everybody in the group.
The COVID-19, we're all, really looking at safety. It was nice to see when we came in the social distancing, starting with the X's on the sidewalk outside, the temperature taking, all of the precautions with sanitizer and gloves and social distancing throughout the day. We're getting to that now that our school is starting to come back. We've got the next month that we're off, that we're going to be doing the exact same things you guys have already done. Okay, how do you separate? What do you need to tag? What do you need to distance? And making sure that everybody feels comfortable coming in. So I feel real comfortable here. It was a great experience, and look forward to coming out on the next field trip with kids.
What we are showing is that it's possible to keep training during COVID. We have had to adapt to a lot of different things, but we've been on it early. So to abide by the 10-person per room requirement that we have here in Michigan, we've been able to do that. And we've also done a lot through Zoom and media, through virtual training, things that will stay with us in the future.
I think you guys have done an awesome job, especially with the COVID-19, of doing the social distancing and practicing. I mean, there's signs everywhere, the X's on the floor, the check-in process, the temps. I mean, as far as like an entity and as far as like a company and the setup with it, you guys have done an awesome job as far as the spacing structures go. Same thing with the instructional setup and the formatting of breaking into groups that are small enough to be able to maintain some of the distancing and protocols. Like, that goes a long way, especially for education and especially for people, right, that want to be a part of like the programming and a part of the day. So I think that goes a long way. Even something as simple as lunch, to be outside for lunch and be in our small groups and spread out, like that goes a long way of thinking ahead and thinking about what those safety protocols should look like for everyone involved.
You kind of forget you're in a global pandemic when you're here, because you have so many other things to focus in on, and Local 324 has done such a great job keeping us safe and communicating what our responsibility is to keep ourselves safe.
Overall, today was a great success. We worked through all of the COVID restrictions and limitations. The group embraced it, moved through it, and we succeeded to a high level.
What do you see? Shelf after shelf of processed and prepared foods found in your local supermarket? Or do you see more? Studying the products and considering how they come to market safe and ready for home consumption. It takes a complex piping network to move food through the processing stage, and it's critical that these systems are designed in a way that prevents exposure and cross-contamination. Trained pipe fitters or steam fitters, also known as fitters, bear the responsibility for proper piping installation. Like you, they see more, knowing it's their hands-on skills that help to keep processed foods safe from harmful contaminants. Fitters work together as teams on commercial and industrial piping systems, installing and fabricating piping of all sizes, in facilities ranging from commercial office buildings to complex nuclear facilities. The piping they fabricate, install, and service is used to move everything from common beverages, such as soda, juice, and craft beer, to high-pressure steam used to generate electricity. Fitters craft complete delivery systems, combining specialized hands-on skills with an aptitude for problem-solving. They need to see and know more in order to build, install, and service these vital systems. You share many of the same aptitudes, and you are a logical thinker. But at the same time, you don't want a job where you're trapped behind a desk or in the classroom. You see more for your career. We are the United Association of Journeymen and Apprentices of the plumbing and pipe fitting industry, and we believe that we offer the career path you've been searching for. We're looking for people just like you, men and women who see more and want that jump start to a rewarding career. We offer a paid apprenticeship program, a 5-year educational track that provides you with all the skills you need to succeed as a fitter. Our program is a mix of classroom training, hands-on labs, as well as actual on-the-job work under the guidance of experienced tradespeople. You get paid for the work you do. That's right, you actually earn while you learn serving as an apprentice. And in each additional year of training, you earn more. And you'll do it while using the latest technologies, from mobile devices to cloud-based services, that assist you in testing and servicing these complex systems that move materials. Our apprentice education program is free to all participants, so when you complete the program, you'll have no college loan or trade school debt to follow you. And you'll be entering a career with great advancement opportunities, such as working as an estimator, supervisor, CAD designer, or even the owner of your own contracting company. You'll also receive all the benefits of a real career, which include health care for you and your family, as well as a paid pension and retirement package. You see more for your future, which means you have every reason to consider a UA apprenticeship as an option to pursue. You've always seen more, and we see you among us as a pipe fitter or steam fitter in the United Association.
What influenced my decision to become an apprentice basically was an interest in problem solving and the hands-on experience of being able to put together something and see the finished product.
I enjoy what I do a lot. It's nice to put something together and maybe take 5 steps back and look at it and say, look what I've done. Looks nice and straight and neat, almost perfect.
It's always interesting. You get to see different things and learn different things every day of the week. There's always something new coming around the corner.
I got in the trade when I was 19, right out of high school. Didn't have a mechanical background. And they took a young girl and turned me into a sprinkler fitter.
The great part about being an apprentice is from day one, you get real work. Our apprentices have the kind of jobs that mean something, and you receive the training you need on the job, as well as in our advanced training centers, to do the job right, to become a real professional and advance your career. And this training costs you nothing. As a matter of fact, you earn while you learn. What could be better? Our training centers are the best out there, and our instructors come with many years of hands-on experience and an understanding of the latest cutting-edge tools and techniques. After 5 years, you'll graduate from the apprenticeship program and become a respected journey worker. Then, if you want to take it a level higher, just take a few college classes and you can earn an associate's degree. You can even take these classes online. As an apprentice or journey worker, you can take a variety of certification courses through our training centers in fields such as welding, medical gas installation, plumbing, fire protection, valve repair, and HVACR. These certifications increase your value to employers everywhere. There's just no end to where you can go. When you join our team, you get good benefits with health insurance and a real pension. And most importantly, a skilled trade that will take you far. Plus, we put a real emphasis on safe, professional work practices. When employers think about quality, efficiency, and value, they know the UA Standard for Safety and Standard for Excellence means we are committed to the highest industry standards. If you like working with your hands, if you are smart and motivated to move up to a real career, join the best, the United Association of Journeymen and Apprentices of the Plumbing and Pipe Fitting Industry of the United States, Canada, and Australia. Get the best training and a job you can be proud of. Start your future today.
We are a one-stop shop. That's what's really cool about us is we have everything from laser to digital printing to wide format printing. We can do stretch canvases, t-shirts, apparel. Your imagination never ends. My name is Andy Klemick. I am the general manager for the original print shop located here in Fremont, Michigan. Our industry is actually an in-demand industry. So pretty much all the positions are in demand. Back in the day when everything was conventional, the processing time took a lot longer and you needed a lot more, time on the machines. So there was a whole different mindset back then. Nowadays, with a lot being more digital, quicker turnaround, smaller quantities, higher quality, on demand is definitely key. Unfortunately, I believe a few years ago, even working at the CareerTech Center with Doug Klink and stuff like this, there was a big, misnomer that those types of careers, the CareerTech Center, blue collar jobs and stuff like this weren't in demand as high as white collar jobs because everything started moving over to computers and, they figured, the print industry was dead. Well, turns out that they were wrong. And we lost a whole group of kids coming up through the system interested in wanting to know the technical side, the printing side of the industry. And a lot of people get confused with what it is. It's more of a science on how to run the stuff to get the consistency, to get the colors right, and stuff like this. So you have to be very technical as far as that goes. A lot of different opportunities, a lot of places to go with printing. And that's another great thing. It's no two jobs are identical. So there's that fresh, it's not a repetitive job where you're just doing the same thing over and over. Everything has its little unique twists and turns, and which makes it exciting, keeps you on your toes. Sometimes can be frustrating, but it's one of those processes that makes you feel good because you're always, every day you're stepping forward, every day you're growing, and every day you're accomplishing something new. There's lots of different paths. There's easier paths, there's harder paths, we have no problem when it comes to production. We have no problem doing on-site training. That is one of the things that is so great about ours. It is very helpful if you have experience and knowledge, but we can do training. It's just the startup's a little slower, but once you get the hang of it, things progress fairly quickly to other machines and other techniques and stuff like that. I've been doing this since I've been in 10th grade. I've been in print my entire life. I went to the CareerTech Center, Mecosta County CareerTech Center. I went to fairs for printing. Every job that I've had has been printing. So for me, it's a career path. It's not just a job. It's not just a paycheck. It's something that I love doing. I put my heart and soul into it. And I love being able to see the customer's face or see the person that I'm talking to's face when they get that aha moment. Like, I didn't know you could do that. Like, oh my goodness, I've been going about this wrong. I'm a huge supporter of our resources that we have right here in Michigan. I'm very big into the CareerTech centers. I'm very big into the computer sciences and graphic arts and stuff like that. If you're really interested, if you find out, heck, I love this. This is fun. I love what I'm doing. Then that is definitely the next pathways